जो स्पीच दी हो तमाम बातें कही।
आपको क्या लगा? आपको क्या लगा?
आपका भी जानना चाह रहे हैं।
मुझे लगा कि जब से मैं संसद में आई हूँ तरह तरह के भाषण होते हैं। मुझे लगा कि ऐसा ही भाषण होना चाहिए नेता का कि एक विजन बताए, देश के लिए विजन क्या है, आगे की सोच क्या है, और इस जो तू मैं चलती रहती है इससे ऊपर उठकर देश के लिए बोले। और मुझे बहुत ही अच्छा लगा उनका भाषण।
The opposition made a very refreshingly original contribution by painting an alternative vision for the country rather than merely sort of rebutting the government's claims in the president's speech. He specifically talked about the kinds of challenges that India needs to rise to if we want to become a more developed nation, if we want to keep our youth employed. He talked about the importance of production, he talked about the importance of participation of all sections of society, and of course he also raised some serious questions about the fairness and integrity of the electoral process in order to protect the constitution. It was a totally different approach to what perhaps many were expecting, and therefore it has given people a lot of cause to think. It was good the Prime Minister was also sitting there listening to this, and I think that the arguments that he made will deserve further reflection and response from the government, which is precisely what a leader of the opposition should be doing.
Rahul Gandhi also raised China issue.
Well, China, he was pointing out to the fact that the Chinese have been somewhat aggressive towards our country, and one of the reasons they have been like that perhaps is because they are outstripping us in terms of their productive capacity, whereas our own production is lagging behind, Make in India is lagging behind, and so on. That was the argument that he was trying to convey.
And sir, one of the historic speech of this parliament, a clearly visionary statement, a statesman's speech from Rahul Gandhi ji. Anybody can blame, but you can see that the way in which he presented the issue of unemployment, the way in which he presented the issue of caste census, exactly the way country needs.
Maharashtra issue raised about the Maharashtra.
Not only Maharashtra election, democracy. Democracy is in danger in this country. One question is the government has to answer. What is the purpose of removing Chief Justice of India from the selection body of Election Commission? Government has to clarify what disturb you the presence of the Chief Justice of India in that committee. Now it is a one-sided committee. You will appoint whatever you want, whomever you want. That speech, the substance of that speech, you can verify, is one of the best speech Parliament heard. Thank you.
Measured and well-delivered speech. He pinpointed the main crisis in India, which is unemployment. This is the crisis in India. This is the elephant in the room. And his prescription to the government of focusing on production-based manufacturing is the right prescription. I hope the government heeds to it and acts on it.
Yeah, we all know that leader of opposition's speech has rattled the government. Leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi's speech was a prime minister's speech. He gave a vision of alternative vision of India alliance, and he gave a very positive lineup for the India's growth story also. And strategic stories also he spoke about it. The government is rattled. Government, we know that government was completely in a different direction. They were losing their direction. Therefore, leader of opposition's speech has given the country a direction. Therefore, only the ministers are rattled. We expected Kiran Rijiju to be a little decent, but he was jumping up and down to show the loyalty to Mr. Modi. It is very unfortunate that Parliamentary Affairs Minister should have waited for the opposition leader to speak. Then whatever he want to say, you would have said it.